Now this is great. You've got your captions, you've built your table of figures, a table of all those captions you placed in your document. Now a really neat thing here is this table that was built, they're hyperlinks. If I click on them, in this case inside of Word, if I control click on them, it'll take me to that specific caption. Go back down to that table. I control click on the kitty cat one, it'll take me to the kitty cat caption. So it's not only a way for you to be able to reference all the captions in there and have somebody see them, but it's also a great way to navigate to those captions. Now there's an additional feature that deals with captions, and it's called a cross-reference. Imagine this. Let me get up to the top. I'm going to go back to that chart. Somebody's reading through your content. You got this nice little chart here that displays some information relevant to what the readers are reading about. Well, as they're reading through, let's perhaps they get here, they say, to change the way a picture fits in your document. Well, I want to take them to the chart to show off something about inserting the picture or whatever it might be, right? And I can say, hey, see below for reference, or see chart on page 2 for more information, or reference page 1 for an equation that deals with X, Y, and Z, whatever it might be. And then they can click on it and it'll take them to that location. This is called a cross-reference, and it's really just a hyperlink to a caption. Take a look. So I'm going to do it just right here. To change the way a picture fits, this is on the first page of the exercise file. Right after the word document, I'm going to hit my space bar, and I want to put a cross-reference in there. So I'm going to go back to references. Inside of captions, I'll go to cross-reference. So here I'm going to say, well, for the reference type, you got all your different types of captions that we've been putting in there, plus footnotes and other elements as well, headings and bookmarks and so on. Because remember, it's really just a hyperlink. So here, for mine, for the chart, it is a figure. So I'll leave it as figure. I'm going to capture the entire caption, which means figure 1, sales by category. Although we could change that. I can say only the label and the number, only the caption text, the page number, like see page 2 for more information, or I can say see above or below based on where it's at in relation to the text that the users are reading. So for mine, I'm going to say above, below, and I'll insert the hyperlink, and this is the figure that I want to capture. It's the only figure that I have, sales by category, and I'll insert. So this keeps the window open. I'll just move that off the screen for a moment. There's my text right there, below. Now let's close this little window. I want to do a little bit of editing. Now that's great, but I want it to say something like see below. Like look below. You'll see the chart down there. So I'm going to place my cursor in there. You'll notice that it kind of highlights that word below because this is what's called a field. If I right click on that, there's all these options about fields. But it's really it's an entity. That's it right there. It's not just plain text, but it's a field that contains something. Now I want to put some more in there. I'm going to make sure my cursor is just right next to that B, and I'm going to say see below. I'm going to open up a pair of parentheses here just for fun. There we go. And maybe I'll format it a little bit different just so it stands out. I'll make it bold and I'll italicize it, Control B, Control I. That way, as the reader's going through, to change the way a picture fits in your document, see below, I can Control click it, and it would take me to that label. Now I can do this for the rest of them. I can go down and do it for the table. Like maybe I'm on page 1, yada, yada, yada. People are reading. It's like, oh, well, I need to get some more reference to this. Oh, there's a table that explains this. I can click the link. It would take me right to the table on a different page. Pretty slick. Do it for my image of the kitty cats and so on. But you're going through and you're cross-referencing these captions that you've placed inside the document. Essentially, just creating hyperlinks to those captions. So try this out. I just did one there. If you do the table, when you do the cross-reference, make sure you change your type to a table. And if you do the image, change it to an image. That way you can find that caption. Try it out. Managing larger documents, placing captions in there, and giving users hyperlinks to be able to jump around within that document and find those associated captions.